Whoa. Did you just catch this in the reruns? Oh my. You know what? You're the lucky one because you're the first one to catch it in the reruns. And I love reruns when it's a good show. And this is what we got here. So if you're here live, that's even better because while you're live, we get to talk, we get to interact. And that, my friend, is exactly why I'm here. I need blinders sometimes, though. You know, getting here right now, I mean, there's so much going on. I just like sometimes I just need blinders. And do you ever feel like me right now? There's so much information that I need to take in. There's so much. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not even talking about the thing out there that's out there that which shall be remained nameless. You know, the virus. I mean, I don't even. That isn't even what I'm talking about. I mean, like everything related to it, everything we want to get done. It all comes at us like a big, like chunks of stuff, and we have to take it all in. I feel like that's how it is sometimes. And all of the stuff I have to take in all at once is like a big, fat fire hose or a whole bunch of distractions that are going on out here like crazy. And you know, what's interesting is we think it's all important and we think it all has to happen right now. Not me, I'll be important. That's true. But does it all have to happen right now? And then when it does, how do you stay focused on the one thing that you need to get to move forward today? Right? Breathe, Nancy, breathe. So I want you to breathe with me. And we're socially safe right now. We're physically distant, so you can breathe with me and not worry about me getting my breathing spray on you. But I am Nancy Lewis Hill, the lightened up entrepreneur, and I come alongside you, awesome you, to help you to reconnect with your joy, the thing that made you excited to do what you were doing, so that you can make that huge positive impact in the world that you were designed to do. Hey, the world includes your relationships, your career, your job, all of that stuff. And so when we're sitting here trying to take in the fire hose situation, and we have all these distractions on the side, and we need to know everything today, it can be really heavy. So we're going to do some heavy lifting, lightening up, pulling it off the shoulders, and we're going to share a yoke here. Yoke's on you. I want to tell you a few things here. I know in my experience, when I embark on something new and something that really has to stretch me a little bit, hey Sherry, what is going on? When things are stretching me to really think bigger, or it's a new way of being, whatever. So maybe it's working from home and you didn't used to work from home. Maybe it is sharing your space with your children who you love, of course. And but now they're there with you all the time. And so, hey, I love my family too. But when you're with them all of the time and there's no other person to break it up, yeah, it gets a little bit much. I don't know if it's just me. I don't think it is just me, because even when you're with your loved ones, it gets old, right? And then add the layer on top of that we have to adjust to. Not only maybe we're working from home that we didn't used to before, or maybe you worked from home and the person that you are with in your life didn't used to work from home and now they're there all the time. But if you have children, they're there all the time. And so now the idea of self-care would be, if I could just go anywhere and not have to have everybody with me, it would be really cool. But you can't right now, right? So that's limited. I know. And then so all of the things you have to learn and how to adjust and all of that. And then if you decide, well, you know what? I've got a little bit of time to myself right now. So that's what we think, right? This is a good time to learn something new. This is a good time to broaden my horizons. And so you start and you look into something new and you try growing. And it doesn't matter. This happens any time of your life, right? Like I said, it doesn't have to come with the plague that we got going on. And I laugh and I'm not laughing, but it doesn't have to be about that, right? It could just be new things, new adjustments, new ways of doing things. and you want to know it all right now because you signed on to do it in your mind, maybe on a contract or whatever you did, right? You agreed this is going to be your thing. And so when all the information comes, it gets super heavy. And so what my thought was, when I've done that, when I've adjusted, like I said, my husband's at home all the time and I am at home all the time. And our adult daughter is home all the time. So there's a whole lot of adjusting that's going on. Plus I'm expanding and growing. And so there's a lot of information that I'm taking in, but I've learned something along the way because this is not the first time I've been faced with something that was totally different to my standard way, right? And I wanted to know it all today. And I've come to that realization is that you cannot do that to yourself. It is not the right way to do that to yourself. It's a fire hose in your face. Worse than that, it's like putting your mouth on the garden hose and then somebody flips the switch. It's probably Bullwinkle back there. He flips the switch and all of a sudden it's a fire hose. And like you've got water coming out your nose, your ears, your eyeballs. It's everywhere. Doesn't work out so well, does it? You can't get that sip of water from the hose, right? No, you can't. So I've been there and we're doing it differently because I want to share some things that have worked for me in the past. And I'm hoping that you can see the value of it for yourself and apply just one of them, right? I've got a few here. Yeah, so many scenarios, Sherry. So many scenarios. Oh my God. And then it's like, at different times of your life, when you've added a child into your life or you've blended families or took on a new job and all of those times they stretch you, right? So what has happened with me is when I feel like the water's coming out of my nose because I put the hose on my down my throat, right? One of the things I've discovered is the blinders have to go on. The blinders have to go on. Hey, Michelle. Good to see you, girl. So we're talking about the blinders that you need to sometimes put on because all the information is coming at you at once. That you know that you need to know that stuff. But do you need to know it all today, right? That's what I would say to myself. Did I need to know it today? Or is it something that I'm going to need to know further down the line? And so one of the things that I would share with you is a checklist would be the way to go, right? And why don't we do a checklist that says, this is the stuff I need to do for the first phase of something, because sometimes when we get excited about something, we want to jump from, I just found out about it to, holy cow, I am the master of this. Whatever it is, it's like human nature. I want to be really good at whatever that is, like right now, because I'm smart, right? That's what you're saying, because you're smart. And you say, well, I wouldn't have jumped on board with what I'm doing if I didn't think I could do it. So of course, then I'm a little nervous and I'm a little excited, but I want to do it, right? So a checklist could really be the way to go. If you're a checklist person, I mean, really, it just kind of goes down the thing. And this is what I need to know right now. Once I do this, I will take my next building block. The other one is to have a brainstorm or a mastermind of some sort. Yeah, right, Sherry. All right, so I'm popping that up there because Sherry's saying the same thing. She's like, I need to know everything immediately, like stat. Like this has to happen right now. I get it. So if you had a checklist, it would help you with that. But if you have a mastermind that you can be a part of, if you can be part of a collaborative of people who can move you forward, who can, like, every once in a while when you start, like, they see you reaching for that garden hose and they know he's out there ready to flip the switch to a fire hose. They can be like, whoa, stop. Go easy. We'll take this step by step. So being part of a team of people who can really get your head slowed down a little bit, who can tell you, oh my gosh, put on the blinders. And that's what I do with people that if I'm going to work with them, and it doesn't matter whether I'm in a community management position, situation where I am strategizing with somebody for their community, or whether I am helping somebody who is trying to jump into a new program, it's all that same situation because it's all growing. It's something new, something bigger. And so one of my advices is just don't look at this whole picture just yet. Let's look at what we need to take care of right now. Let's look at what's happening right now and not try to take, I mean, seriously, you're a smart cookie. And yeah, I know you're going to want to get this going right this minute, but sometimes I have to do that. And that's the brainstorming, the masterminding, the group effort is really helpful. So a checklist. I could have wrote this down, right? I could have wrote this down as little banners. That's what I should have done. So I could have done, so you could do a checklist. The checklist will help you keep track of what you're doing. That's my quick thing. And I'm going to type it up anyways. How do you like that? Here we go. We can do a checklist. You writing things down of what you can get done right now, what you can get done that will matter for the moment right ahead of you. You can be part of a mastermind team. And when you do that, instead, you're going to meet with people who are going to keep you on track. You're going to meet with people who are able to say to you, I know what your goal is. I know what you're trying to do. Don't go off trail. And then the last part is you can hire yourself. Are you going to be ready for this one? I wish I had a drum roll. Can someone give me a drum roll? Because this is a good one. Ready? Sit back, Jack, because here it comes. Whoop. What? A personal trainer? Bump. Yeah, a personal trainer. Because here's the thing. Think about this one. And I don't mean in the physical personal trainer sense, right? Let's think about this one. Oh, I'm glad you're back, Michelle. I didn't want you to leave me for good. Don't you love being on a team, Pam? Isn't it awesome? So much easier to brainstorm with other people and they can pull you along. So a personal trainer, like, what the heck, Nancy? What are you talking about? Stay with me, girl. Here's why. It's my drum roll. Counting on you, girl. So the idea of a personal trainer. When you have a personal trainer and you are going to go to a gym, one of the things that's going to happen is you have locked yourself into a contract with this trainer. And what does the trainer do? Does the trainer do the exercise for you? No. Does the trainer berate you? Hopefully not. Does the trainer make you feel less than your value? If you are with a trainer like that, and that's your personality, then you're not going to want to hear my advices because we're not on the same plane. All right. So what you're doing when you go for a personal trainer is you want someone who's there who's going to push you, who's going to nudge you further, right? But is also going to keep you with your blinders on, because if you go to a gym and I know you. I just got done talking with you. You and I were just sitting here having this chat about how you want everything at once, how you want it to happen right now, how even though you know it's something, you're at the start phase of something new or bigger, that you want to be at that other end of it. You want to be at the holy cow, this is the best person I ever met doing this thing. And that's how you are about the gym too. Like if you go to a trainer, you'll look around and you'll be like, I want to be able to do all those things. I want to be able to do the gym, right, Pam? I know I need a personal trainer. Out of control. Oh my goodness. I've had like the boundaries are down, girl. Boundaries are down, and it's like it's all Pop-Tarts around here. Yeah. Don't even get me started on that one. But yeah, they push, but they support you, right? So they know what your goal is. They know what you're trying to do. They also know that you're going to want to drink from the fire hose. They also know, and that's why I said it up in the title, sometimes I need blinders. They also know that you're in there and you're looking around at people and thinking, oh my gosh, but that's what I want to be able to do is that over there. And then, you're trying to do your thing, but you also think maybe somebody's looking at you, or maybe they're thinking, I'm not getting enough traction here. Things aren't happening for me the way they're supposed to happen. So when you have a personal trainer in the sense that I'm talking about here, in your personal growth or in your business expansion or your transitions in life, when you have somebody who is similar to a physical personal trainer in your life, it's beyond a coach. Okay. Because it's somebody who isn't, they're not trying to do something more than keep you focused. Sometimes that's the person that you need in your life. Sometimes that's the person that you need. That's the type of individual that you need in your life when you're going through all the stuff all the time and wanting to be bigger than you are all the way to the end today when you're at day 5, but you want to be at day 90 today on a 90-day track, right? And yeah, absolutely right. It's personal, Sherry. That's exactly it. So it's tuned into you, right? And that's important because everybody's way isn't going to be the way. So in a group program of whatever you're doing in a group program, it's all great because you can be part of a group, part of a team, something bigger. And then when you narrow it in and you're like, okay, I want to be part of a mastermind. I want to be part of people who are a smaller, tighter unit, who really understand the struggles. And then you can take it that one step further that says, okay, you know what? I really need like my personal connection. I need somebody who stands with me. I can just check in even. And I can just check, tap in a little bit and just say, here, I'm here. And this is what I'm stuck with. And this is what I'm doing. Remind me of all the stuff I was going to do today. Remind me again. And that person can keep you on the straight and narrow. So yeah, they will see where you be. They see where you will be. Right. You coach the personal attention. And that's because you're busy. That's the thing. You're busy. You're busy trying to do all the things. And it doesn't mean you need your hand held. Right? You don't need someone to hold the crayon for you to create your masterpiece. Sometimes we need somebody who just says, I'm going to put the blinders on for you. They've slipped. Come here. I want to adjust those blinders so that you don't see the stuff that you don't need to see right now. And maybe they'll fluff your feathers from time to time, but not unnecessarily, not falsely. Yeah, see? Personal attention, because it's important to have that connection. And it's really what I'm all about anyways, is about connection. Being connected to other people. So all those things that I told you are a connection. Do you want to go through them again? I'm going to do this final recap. Let's go through this one more time. When you're learning something new, when you're expanding into a new area of expertise, a new area of exploration, I know you want to be at that end goal today. I get it. Because you're smart and you want those things to happen. So the problem comes with being that smart. We want it all to happen right now. We want to take it all in at once. And then it gets hectic. It gets heavy to try to carry that load. It's heavy to try to keep all the balls in the air and keep all the things, all the moving pieces. So there's a few things. And we're going to go down the 3 things. 3, 1, 2, 3, which is more than 2, which is more than 1. It's 3, less than 4. And here it is. The first one, have a checklist. Checklist to keep you on track. A checklist that says, what do I need to do today? What has to happen? What must I do today so that tomorrow can happen? Be part of a team. Be part of a team, or bring it down even tighter. Be part of a mastermind where people can bounce off of each other and help each other to grow, help each other to sharpen, and different skills that level each other out. And the last part is get yourself the virtual trainer. It's more of a business personal trainer so that you can have that personal attention, that you can have those personal goals, and you can have that person that checks in with you. And when you are seeing too many things on the side, they put those blinders on you and say, look straight ahead. And they also remind you, take the garden hose out of your mouth because it's about to turn into a fire hose. Those are the 3 things that I've done when I've hit those moments in life, and I have found everything to be a lot lighter, a lot smoother, a lot more effective. Ah, so if that is important to you, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about, Don. And I meant to just ask you, you know what? If you along any of this, if any of this was helpful to you, I'm going to throw this thing up here because I love this thing. I got this from a drawing I won. Hashtag with Sherry Roberts. So just drop a hashtag Nancy tip when you see something there, and pick up something I was putting down and you find it to be useful. Let me know. And do you use checklists? Are you a checklist person? How do you use that? What do you what keeps you on track? And do you get to be part of a team? Are you signing up to be part of masterminds? Are you reaching out and connecting up with people? And the third one, like I said, right? It's like, get the heck. Oh, get that trainer. It's painful. It's painful because they're going to see all your ugly spots. They're going to know all the ins and outs about you. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And I'm glad you got some great tips, Pam Green. I'm so excited that you're here, Pam. Super excited. You are a list person. Helpful, right? Helpful. Oh, I know. I love our team as well. I partner up, and it's so helpful. So helpful. They remind me of the fire hose. I'm glad. All right. I'm glad that you have great tips. I love the team. I love the effort that we can put in together, and how much power there is when we're focused. It's great to have all the information, but you need to know when to turn off the extra stuff. You need to know when to step away from all the stuff and focus in on the stuff that you can implement today. Because every single time you implement something, you get that much closer to your goal. And every time you stop implementing and just keep taking in information and diluting it, the longer you're going to be struggling toward your goal, and the more fuzzy it becomes to see your goal because it's just too much in your way. So that is my message. If I would love to invite you, actually, I wouldn't even love to. I'm going to invite you to join in on our free group. I've got my free group, Lighten Up with Miss Nancy. If that is something that interests you, where you want to be with people, it's not a business related group at all. It's all about just being lightened up. It's all about finding the joy in things and partnerships with people and engagement with each other. It's a light place and a heavy time. I would love to invite you to come on over and join us. I will drop the link in the comments, and I would love to have you there. Every Monday through Friday for a mornings with the moose. It's a coffee. Stop in, drop by. And other than that, I'm so glad you were here with me tonight. I love having you here, the energy that you give me, and hopefully I put back into you. I will be here. Oh my goodness. Surprise, surprise. I will be here next Thursday. I know, right? Next Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, right here in the log cabin. It may not be real, but the conversation is. So for me and the moose, we're definitely out of here, but we will see you next week, or we'll see you over in the group, Lighten Up with Miss Nancy. See you later.